ladies and gentlemen.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set 60 or.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
61. Get it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On second down now, it's Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Tannehill. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Henry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. It's caught, Humphreys. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
60 Pittsburgh.
Come on, team.
Now.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
X3, 2 5.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Let's go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check it back, check it back.
Tannehill now to throw. He gets it to Humphreys. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
Gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Tennessee.
On the ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
He's brought down by Ryan Shazier. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down. Here we go, Steelers! Here we go!
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Titans nothing.
Here we go, here we go.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. shotgun snap for Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Throwing on 1st down. Fields. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 55! Mike 55! Watch the out.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get that quarterback!
Here's 2nd and 8. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. all they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Let's go.
At the 15.
Off the play fake. Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Blue draw quarters.
50. I got you, Pop. Go like 50.
Fire.
On 2nd and 12. Tannehill got him in. It's Brown. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 82 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meet.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And that might be Titan football. It is.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Henry running right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go.
Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fans. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, get excited. Let's go, let's go. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. First and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
Nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw on third down, Lawrence. He gets it to Brown, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
First down, Titans.
Okay, ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
They'll run it again with Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Breaks free and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bailey now for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right here, right here.
Again they run with Gurley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, Fields. Complete to Washington. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
On third down, Fields. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Back to throw. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They'll try the right side with Henry. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. 2nd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And some room to maneuver. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And he connects with Ebron. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. 3rd down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Set up. 54.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So on 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Steelers, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3 and 7. And they will hit the road next week to Meanwhile, for Tennessee, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never want you when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the bees to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I piss on my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's
That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers.